Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Army Public School and College. I'm your teacher Alauddin. You are welcome to first day and first week in the college, and we'll be talking about the first lesson, that is the farewell sermon. Before I talk about the lesson, I want to talk about the book. Let me talk about the book. The book has a total of 7 chapters. Each chapter is divided into 3 parts, and every chapter has 3 lessons, and each chapter has 1 poem. Students, every chapter has the same theme. The poem, the other 2 lessons, they have the same theme. So now we'll be talking about the first lesson, the farewell sermon, and we'll have reading. You know why we read? We read for understanding. Class, this chapter is about the last address of the Prophet ﷺ. And you know, the last address of the Prophet ﷺ is also called Hajjatul Wida. Do you remember what is it about? Yeah, this is about the rights of humanity. The Prophet of Allah ﷺ talk about the rights of women. He talk about the rights of one's property, and he talk about other social and economic rights. Let me give you one example for the women. Talking about the women, he says, you are given women, you got the women in the trust of Allah, and be fearful to Allah, because you are supposed to give answer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those women should be given their rights. They have right to you, and you have right to them, and as such you should be careful about them and give their economic rights and all other social rights. They are free. They are free humanity. They have every right, just as you have right in this world. So you should take care of their rights. Then he talked about the property, the rights of property to one person to another person. Taking one's property illegally or unlawfully is considered haram, and it is forbidden to you. You cannot take it. You cannot snatch it. And similarly, one should not snatch the property. Class, similarly, the Prophet of Allah talked about the other rights of human. Just as I told you, this address is called Charter of Humanity. And class, this chapter was conveyed to the other people word by word by the companions of the Prophet to other people. He asked one of the companions that his word should be conveyed to the other people that were sitting on that occasion, so that they can remember it and they can communicate it, they can convey it to the other peoples who were not present on the occasion. Well, class, this chapter you are supposed to have a pencil in your hand, and go on reading and underlining the important information about Hajjatul Wida or the last sermon or the farewell sermon. And the hard vocabulary is given at the end of the chapter, and you are supposed to consult that vocabulary. Even you can consult the dictionary, but most of the hard vocabulary is given at the end of the chapter. So class, you have first page to read, and uh, you can write meaning if you want to, and we will continue with this chapter, and here we stop.